determinant, 3 by 3 determinant of this matrix. So I've copied down the first two columns, double check to make sure your numbers are all correct. Then multiply the diagonal of numbers. So I usually save time by just multiplying them together in my head. Do you want me to write them out? So 2 times 2 times negative 3 is 4, negative 12, right? And 1 times 4 times 1 is 4. And negative 1 times negative 1 times negative 2 is negative 2. Is that right? Okay, so those all add, and then the next set subtract. Now, if you don't want to remember that you're adding them, subtracting them instead. Yeah. So one way of doing this is to actually put a negative in front of this set of things, and then just go ahead and do them like as if you're adding, and then just remember to distribute the negative at the end. So that's just another way of thinking through it. It still results the same. Okay, so now let's go this way. So 1 times 2 times negative 1 is a negative 2. And negative 2 times, okay, but that, since it was a negative 2 and we're subtracting it, it'll end up being a positive 2. Does that make sense? And then this one, negative 2 times positive 4 times positive 2 is a negative 16. But because we're subtracting a negative 16, it will end up being a positive 16. And then the last one is, sorry, I'm not writing these out like I planned to. Negative 3 times negative 1 is positive 3 times 1 is positive 3. So since that's a plus 3 but we're subtracting it, it ends up making it a negative 3. Okay, so we end up with negative 12 plus 4 is negative 8 minus 2 is negative 10 plus 2 is negative 8 plus 16 is positive 8 minus 3 is 5. Okay, on the test and on the final exam, you will be required to show the work, so I know you know how to do it by hand. However, there is a nice way of checking your answer. I don't know if you want to watch or you want me to go slow enough for you to follow along. Okay. Your calculator, if you're using one similar to mine, has a matrix function right here. So you can go second matrix, and then you can go over to the edit button. And I chose matrix A to edit, and I want it to be a 3 by 3 matrix. So if it's not already a 3 by 3, you just type in 3, enter, 3, enter. Then you can type in the numbers from the problem you're doing, which is 2, enter. It goes across each row, so it does each row one at a time. 1, enter. Negative 1, enter, negative 1, enter, 2, enter, 4, enter, 1, enter, negative 2, enter, negative 3, enter. So do you see how I've put, so everyone see how I've put those numbers into this matrix in my calculator, right? Now I can quit. Now go back to second matrix again, and this time go to math. What do you notice on number 1? It says DET. What do you think that might stand for? Determinant. So I choose determinant, and then I go second matrix, and I choose matrix A because that's where I just typed in my matrix, and I hit enter. And what did I get? Now, is this the way to do all of the problems and forget how to do it? No, because you will be required to show your work by hand, showing me that you know how to do these. That's fine. We're just going to get into